Hopefully, y'all heard that. I turned it up a bit. I heard it anyway. Welcome. Happy Friday. Friday night. Welcome to the streets. This is the panel alternative, or the alternative panel. Alternative to what? Alternative, hopefully, to drama, to verbal combat. Not that verbal combat's bad, but some people. In fact, let me drop the link. There's blood sports over there if y'all want it. Alternative to everything else that might be going on tonight. Hopefully, it's just going to be a chill space where people can come and have cool conversations. Here's Easy's Spike. Go. Oh, hey, I saw you on earlier. Red beans with some red beans and rice, baby, and sliced on Dewey. And for those of you that live near a Popeyes, that's probably as close as you'll get. They do a decent job, actually. They had the same guy that started Popeyes had a chain of upscale restaurant. Like I say upscale, like maybe Outback level or a little higher, like a fancy Applebee's, and they served red beans and rice at the restaurant. And I'm told it was the same mix and recipe as they use at Popeyes. So they're good. I love Popeyes red beans. Oh, community wall. Let me let me go check it out too. Oh yeah. By the way, this is just the open panel. Um, oh, I see what you're saying, Jamie. This is stuff you cooked. Man, even the pizza looks good. Wow, you really use your community wall. I never think to use mine. It's pretty cool. Well, at least you know you can cook. That's that's quite a feat. That's quite a skill that I think a lot of people take for granted. Yeah, I miss I don't know if I told you my Popeye story from last year when I went home to Louisiana. I had a layover in Dallas, and I was planning to eat during the layover. That was going to be my meal for the day. So I walk off the plane and I start looking at the food place and I see a Popeyes and I get so excited because it's they have Popeyes up here, but I have to like go to them. They're not easily accessible for me. And so I said that's what I'm gonna eat, Popeyes. And I got in line and I started walking up the little the little line trail, whatever, and I start looking at the menu to try to figure out what I want. And it was like three pieces of or four piece of chicken with the side and something like their little basic pack. 44.99, $44.99. And my heart dropped, like almost to my toes. And then I looked at the regular side, like the a la carte stuff. Like one piece of chicken was like $15 or something. I could not believe these prices, these airport prices for Popeye's fried chicken. It would have cost over $50 just for me to get like one little meal to get me through my trip. So I just turned around and just crawled right back outside of the line. I think I went to one of the little convenience stores and got like a sandwich. Hey, Jeff. I was thinking about you the other day for some reason. What's up? What's going on? Are you enjoying a Friday evening with your lady? Hopefully. Or doing something cool. I was looking at the news and I see where well, two things. The military, the defense secretary withdrew the plea agreement from the 9/11 plotters. I guess they're facing trial or something, and they had a plea deal, and We just snatched it away. And then also, it looks like that some U.S. deploys jets and warships. U.S. forces move toward Israel as Iran threatens to attack. So it looks like we're actually committing some of our military presence in case the Iran thing escalates. Oh, cool. Well, hello, Mrs. Chopper. Nice. That's cool that y'all are. Hey, is that the modern Friday, family Friday night? Hang out on the couch while one plays Starfield and the other hangs out in the panelverse. I love that. Oh, shoot. Um. Oh, and Flow State was streaming too. I think he's having drama with Tommy. And oh wow, the stream just disappeared. I was just watching it. What? Something happened. Okay, apparently there's unfolding drama as we speak. He streamed for 20 minutes. He and Tommy are having beef. And then suddenly the stream ended. Credits. So I don't know what happened. Um, oh, it was just a clip. Okay, I see. That's what. Hey, Philip. What's up? Yeah, it's something like he threatened to shut down his stream. It was like a very heavy-handed ask. Stop using my avatars or I'm going to shut your stream down. You dumb motherfucker, or something like that is how I could imagine it going. And of course, that's probably not the best approach to take with somebody like Flo, because that's just going to activate his challenger archetype, enneagram, whatever. But it just seems like there's like a whole layer of panel drama, a whole ecosystem of it that it's just constantly going. Just it's like an algorithm, just keeps looping and drawing in the players, and I'm sure it makes fractal patterns if you study it from above scientifically. And then there's what I'm trying to do, which is have actual conversations above all of that and create like a conversation layer above the drama layer, like different cloud layers of the panelverse. But just like in an airplane, when you hit turbulence, sometimes you dip into the drama layer. But it's just trying to more or less stay, like pilot your channel to stay in that higher layer. Well, what's up with everyone else? What's been going on this week or this evening? I've kind of been out of the Provo calls it digital drug addiction. I do spend a lot of time in the panelverse, but part of that is because I'm trying to. I plan to build my future. Like at least part of my future is going to involve a presence on the internet or YouTube or some whatever platform. So part of it is building that. But then I notice I'm becoming more detached from things like the news, Twitter, Facebook, all the other platforms I normally visit. Those are becoming like deprioritized. I'm not staying in touch with real life people as regularly or timely as I used to. So there's really a new center of gravity that's forming online in this video universe. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. It's kind of been happening since COVID for me, really. I'm just trying to maximize how I use it, like maximize the effectiveness and productivity I could get out of it. Like try to use it in the best way possible. And so I've been spending a lot of time in the panelverse mostly, but really doing a good job, more or less, I think, of avoiding some of that, like some of those regular drama cycles that blow through. Um, every now and then I get pulled into some drama, but for the most part, I guess all that is to say is my world the past week or two has mostly been, was it self-contained or self-generated from my experiences doing this and not much outside of it, which can be a bad thing if there are things outside of this that I need to worry about, which there are. Hey, Frank. But also it can be a good thing. It's that attention tunnel, that monotropism, I think is the vortex is recentering onto YouTube. I even tell my friends now, if you need to reach me and it's really urgent or that important, just come in the chat or hop on the panel. That's the easiest way to reach me. It might be a while before I return an email or a phone call now. Hey Bex, what are y'all watching anything? If this I want to open up, hold space for a little while for Friday, but if no one needs it or if it doesn't take off, I'm willing to do another episode. It's a Friday, so you never know how the panel verse is going to go. Like 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 the title says, this is an ordinary, abnormal evening, as they usually turn out to be. You No, really, just come on the panel. Like if there's a family emergency and my mom needs to get in touch with me, just come on the YouTube. That's the easiest way. Guaranteed to reach me. Oh man, that's good. Nice. Yeah, optics. Um, I want to, Frank. How about this? How about I give it 20 minutes? If nothing happens in 20 minutes, you got me for another episode. I could always open another panel later. But if somebody wants to come on, if you have a conversation you want to have or something on your mind, community building and intelligent, fun-intelligent conversation. That's what we do here. Or if you want, like, do y'all want to do an episode of Community maybe, and then check in? By that time, I might have driven enough viewers away that I could sneak off and watch another episode. It's getting really good. This season is heating up, and they have a couple of Karens in the mix that are more or less successfully stirring things up. But there's enough opposition to make it suspenseful. Hey, there's
Yeah, I'm actually gonna encourage you to be a smart aleck and just end the show now and get back to watching the TV.
okay. Is that for troll purposes, or you wouldn't be doing this unless this played into your agenda somehow? So what's up with you?
Oh, I guess I think people's getting too much more attention. I guess we're giving too much more attention to people who don't deserve it. So I say just go ahead and do what you need to do.
I'm giving attention to. I'm platforming people that don't necessarily benefit from it.
Um, it's not that it's not who, it's just too much volume. Make yourself a little bit
Just in
too
general,
available.
not
Yeah, it's
not
too.
any
Yeah,
particular person. That's
yeah,
that's that's very interesting coming from somebody that lives on the panels. Like
well,
I feel like it has more credibility coming from you actually.
yeah,
I like what you put in the chat. Let me try to find it. Uh, the thing about aggregating across multiple people.
yes.
That works for you. Do you have some tips or strategies on how to do that?
Um, what I'm gonna do is try to see what the rich people are doing and copy them because I know they have to do that.
Can't go wrong. Copy the rich. We're mimetic creatures, so the more you mime or emulate the higher status, probably the better off you are on the path to success. Frank. Yeah, see, you're making Hank's case for him. This is all the more reason to consider ending the panel. Speaking of giving too much people too much attention. Yeah, I might do that if no one else has anything really pressing they want to talk about.
Nah, I'm good. See you later.
Because part of it is like I envision it as like a 24-hour community drop-in center that people can access as they need it. So one reason I open a lot of them is to kind of keep that continuity going.
Yeah.
But then you're also saying that as far as content goes, it could be too much of one thing.
Well, you can always change the channel, so that's not really that big of a
That's what
deal.
I do. Like people that don't want to see it can like even if I do
Yeah.
it 24 hours, people can
Uh,
just go watch something else when they're
yeah.
tired of it.
They can watch something else. They can do something else. That's not a big deal. This how many just live ones are going right now? Let's check. Let's go to.
Oh,
There's probably hundreds of lives going right
probably
now.
because of the flow thing.
Oh yeah, I just saw the flow thing. He was
It's
doing it from
interesting
here.
to see how the drama plays out from stream to stream and
Yeah,
starts spiraling across the streams.
yeah. Like I'm in the drama, but it's not really that big of a deal because there's no leverage. No one has leverage on me.
Right, that's a good point.
Yeah, out of everyone, you probably have the most leverage on me, and you don't really have much of anything.
And I wouldn't use it if I had it, and I probably am not even aware of the actual leverage that I might even have. So that's how unimportant it is. For the leverage I have over you is our ability to have a conversation and talk things out,
Yes,
and that's the only leverage I really need for anybody.
that's the only thing that works on me, anyways.
Hmm. Me too. Well, what's going on with you? Anything today exciting?
Um, I visited London Men's panel for the first time. Members, because I mean, the Bunny Christ was there, pretending he knew everything, and actually showed London Man a moderation trick where you could time someone back in by timing them off for 10 seconds. But of course, Bunny Christ says I didn't know that because I don't know common sense or know anything at all. So it must be a paradox that London Man got the information from me.
Is that London McLovin? Is that the same person?
Yes, yes,
Okay. I hear his name. I don't know much about him, but I do hear his name.
yeah. He's a black guy in Britain.
Hmm. Any are you going on verbal combat later? Do you do
No,
that?
no, I don't go verbal combat.
No.
Not that I hate Speakeasy. I kind of dislike him in general. But it's just not convenient time for me.
It looks like we have Shiva's on there and animated effigy. Adam from way back in the day, and a bunch of people I don't know. So should be interesting times.
Like it was on Tuesday, I would probably be there every Tuesday, but it's Friday. I'm doing a split shift tomorrow, like I normally do, so this is not convenient for me. Plus, I don't even know how it works yet. Be there for a while to win it, so
Yeah, I'm not even sure sometimes. A lot of it is just popular audience, popular. Whoever's hanging out in the chat and who they like better.
yeah. And I'm popular with panel hosts because I behave, but I'm not. But not the chatters. They don't like me because I
Oh,
don't
they
give a crap about them. I
they
don't. I
don't.
did. No, the chatters don't like me because I really don't give a crap what they have to say. I don't. They're peanut gallery.
Oh, right, and they want to think that they're more influential than they actually are.
Yeah, they want to have a virtual
Right, and they're
relationship with
just
me.
groundlings. Not my chat though. I love my. I take my chat very seriously. Love you guys. Philip.
Mic check.
Yep.
Yes,
Pass. Hello, brothers.
Hello, brother.
How you guys doing?
I'm doing awesome.
Pretty good. It's hot,
Thank you.
sweating, but other than that, pretty good.
Yeah, it's a warm day today. I got a couple questions for you guys when you're ready. Let me know.
Far away.
Ready?
All right. So, expectations. Should people have them? Or is that something we should just not, a trait that we should just eliminate? Because it seems like it's a negative thing. I don't see the positive.
Do you
of
know how to eliminate it?
expectations. Yeah, stop thinking about other people and expecting them to do things.
Expectations are good in a context. So if you're buying a service, you should expect to get it, but otherwise, don't.
Oh, so when it comes to goods and services, expectations are necessary.
Yeah, I expect my
Quality.
equipment to work, my laptop, my everything. When I use it, I expect
We
it.
expect
My coffee pot, the
Yes.
microwave. I think it's
Good customer
managing
service.
expectations and figuring out
Yeah.
which expectations are realistic and which
Yeah.
ones are.
So because if you don't have any expectations, scammers rule the world because they'll take everything from you with no effort.
Now, what about expectations with friends?
It's hard to figure out because a lot of it is just assumed. It's not like you sit with your friends every day and say, what expectations can I have of you and what expectations so you kind of just figure it out silently to yourself, and it's how do you what heuristic are you using, what metrics are you working off of? Jax, hey, what's up?
Hello,
What's
brother.
going on, everyone?
Good to see
Yeah.
you.
That's why Chris Boss's book
Hold on,
"Never
I'm
Split the
from my
Difference"
music.
comes in clutch because if you can just you can negotiate on expectations, nice and open
Like I have people that come on the panel. I have an expectation that they're more or less able to have a civilized conversation. They're more or less sane, rational. So I have some general expectations here, and they don't always get met. And when they don't, then I adjust in each individual case. I figure out what to do. Okay, this is not meeting the expectations I had about this person. What do I do from here? Sometimes I take them off. Sometimes I talk about it. Sometimes I redirect the conversation, etc. So I have like some general parameters of reasonable expectations, and then for the edge cases outside of that, I evaluate and address on a case by case basis.
Yeah. Like, for example, people wonder why I can come to Jax even when he kicks me off. That's because I'm very generally well behaved, and you just want to get something done. It's not a big
Jack licks
deal.
everybody on.
Yeah,
Like
but yeah.
even the people he fights with, they could curse out his mom, his children, everybody. He's still gonna let them on 5 minutes later.
Yeah, and I pretty much I don't host panels that a lot, but I let pretty much anyone that I can identify on. So if you're just a no name, actually I probably let you on, but I just hide the screen. So I probably let everyone on too. Maybe if I did more, I won't. But maybe it's my low expectations.
Yeah, that's another key. Keep your expectations low, and you don't set yourself up for disappointment.
Yeah, so it's maybe
like the optics are high. Don't expect Frank to be tall. You won't be let down.
I keep my expectations of Frank very low.
Yeah, don't assume Frank.
I don't
You need to take that from me,
lower.
Frank.
Jax, what's up with you? Long time.
Nothing. I just came on to say
What
hi.
is Jack's
Oh,
law
good.
today?
Oh, let's see the arm. I see the. Look at that. Here, let's get you a solo.
Wasn't that fresh the other day? Wrapped?
Yeah.
Does it make my arm look bigger? Looks huge,
No.
doesn't it?
The top, whatever you call it, the bicep does,
The black
but it
helps.
looks naturally huge, like not even from the tattoo. Do
No
you work
way.
out?
It looks way bigger than it used to. The other arm looks small now.
Did it swell?
It does look smaller.
No,
compared,
it's just,
no, the untattooed arm does look smaller from a distance. Like it does look like it looks like that.
but it's not. They're the exact same size. It's because it's like an illusion. It goes down and then back up, so it makes it all look perceived bigger. It's weird.
Is that a
It's
good
cool.
thing?
I hope.
No one's gonna mess with you.
That's a great idea for a tattoo. Is an optical illusion.
Yeah.
I thought just portraits stuff, but optical illusion would be a fun tattoo.
Come and mess with me if you dare. Come on.
Trump logo.
Bring your friends. You're gonna need them.
This was 7 hours. An optical illusion, I'm sure, would take a hell of a lot longer. and 7 hours was enough to break
Now,
anyone.
what do you guys
Do you have to
when your
sit there the whole
expectations
time?
aren't-
Like,
Yeah.
do you get to get up and pee or eat
Well,
or anything?
yeah, he's got to take a break too. You know, it's
Oh,
not
okay.
like it's a machine; it's a person doing it.
So you don't have to stay still. You can move. I watch that Ink Master show sometimes, where
Never
they
seen it.
live tattoo people.
Jeff, do you have any tattoos? I do not.
I don't even want one. I can't think of a single tattoo that is gonna be. I'm still gonna want 10 years from now.
Exactly. I had the same issue.
I wanted this maybe 10 years ago, so I figured it's time.
I
So
got
this
you.
was like built up. This is a goal you've been working toward.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm more just
it's a
having
nice
invested
payoff.
time
It
into
looks.
it. So, yeah, tattoos are cool. I like them. I like girls with
have any?
tattoos. No, no. Nope.
Well,
Nope. I haven't. I don't need. I don't have like necessity for it. There's no utility for it for me.
Yeah,
Right.
and I don't like pain
So-
either. That's a lot of pain for something I don't even really need or want in the
Well,
first place.
Who knows? It might be a different sensation for you other than pain.
Is it
That's why
painful,
it's
Jack?
addicting.
It creates the perfect pickup line. You know, when they ask,
But it's worth the pain.
creates the
Yeah,
perfect-
women are not that bright because I know a lot of people with tattoos and they're not very tough, unfortunately.
Jeff
What?
has a good point. I might consider
you
getting
calling me?
Outliers in Exile tattooed if I knew it would help the channel. That's
I'm
one
not
thing
sa-
I might consider.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you're not tough. I'm just saying other people with tattoos aren't as tough as they look.
I'm not tough. I am a wimp.
One guy got paid to tattoo his whole body. That's how he paid for his YouTube channel and or his
That's
TikTok
crazy.
account and his land he bought.
Like with advertiser,
No, like people were like, "What should I tattoo right here?" And he would take a poll, and they'd pick off the poll, and then
And they
whoever
would pay him?
yeah, and then people were like, "Well, and then all of that from super chats, donations, and all that, he'd make money."
wow, that's
Yeah.
Innovative.
I think,
That's
it's
silly.
crazy.
John Gatz is I think the guy's name on YouTube and TikTok. He's doing like a little tiny community thing in Arizona where he's like bought a piece of land. He's put his house on there like a little tiny like Connex box, and then he's gonna do like 4 other Connex boxes and make like a little private community. He does his own tattoos. He'll sit there with ink and go on his face. Like it's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
Like
I had to save
needle
money
type, or
somehow.
is this him?
John Gatz, the guy with the dot on the top with the tears. Yeah, that's him. That's him. He's crazy. So
That's-
he averaged
So all of these is like just red. It looks random. This looks like Panelverse tattooing.
It looks like Panelverse suggestions, chat suggestions. So
Yeah, that looks like something that YouTube would produce.
and that's old. So there's a lot more that's happened since then.
Oh god,
Like he's got half his face is black now. It's cool. It's it doesn't stop him at all.
Is
He uses
it?
as-
Humans are so interesting.
well,
the
it's
variety.
interesting. Hey, cool could be the wrong word, but interesting is definitely the right word. It's
Yeah,
interesting.
that's interesting. I'm not even sure I'm interested either. It's silly. It's like, oh, community permanently mark me. I mean, I'm wondering why these truthers aren't going after him for magic crest people carved into him.
What's the negative of being permanently marked?
It's no negative, but it's no upside either. Wait. Well, you have the marking process is a negative. The marking process and the cost is a negative, and upside. Well, you
Self gratification, right?
That's
Priceless. Self gratification is priceless. You only live
Yeah,
once. It's amazing
yeah.
what people do for self gratification.
Yeah.
Based
So-
hedonism.
Yes.
Well, I'm a hedonist, but the tattoos don't please me whatsoever. So
I've been
Because you don't
wondering,
get
is there
pleasure
something
out
we
of
do
them. I don't
like,
either.
every day that's like a tattoo, but not? I don't think there is. Like
You can-
brushing your
you-
teeth every day, or
I mean, you get temporary tattoos and semi-permanent tattoos, and they're both cheaper and less painful, and
I think
less regrets.
with the idea of the temporary tattoos, I would do that. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah,
It's
me
called a
too.
henna.
The only tattoos I liked were the ones you got in the bubble gum growing up or the Cracker Jack box. And
I'm talking
you
about
could-
henna, dude.
oh yeah, I've
It's
had
like
the
this.
henna
I
tattoo.
It's
think
like
you
that
guys
ink
are
that stains your
afraid.
skin. That's like 4 days, 5 days,
That's
staining
what I'm
your
hearing.
skin.
What, Jax?
I think you guys are afraid. That's what I'm hearing.
No, I fully admit
Sure.
it's not it. That's not the only reason, but yes, I do not want to sit through the pain of it. I'm
Yeah,
not. But for me, it's more the permanence. It's
Yeah.
putting something on my body that I'm not going to want 10 years from now, and I'm going to say, why did I get this? How do I get it off?
yeah. I'm afraid of wasting my time.
Yeah,
I wasted
that.
enough of it talking to these. So yeah, I'm afraid.
He's
You
wasting
got me.
enough of it right now.
Yeah.
Time is not money.
Yeah, but you know what? I need to train anyways, so I just categorize in training time.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that I'm actually honored that we could be part of your training. I think you're getting a quality training. I feel good about it.
I do too, actually. I do too.
What's for dinner, Hank?
General Tso's chicken and white rice with mustard.
Did you cook it?
Really?
No, I didn't cook it. I just went and bought it.
I don't. I wouldn't think rice would be good for training. Just chicken. Just go for the chicken, dude. Double up on the chicken portion. Dude, you don't need
Okay.
that rice. You don't need the
Think
filler.
what you want.
Black people love rice.
I don't believe
That's
in fillers.
Do they?
Yeah, I
That-
don't believe in fillers.
Well, rice isn't a filler.
That's
Yeah,
that's
it
a
is.
Filipino thing too, right? Rice.
Well, yeah, it
Asian.
is. It is, but it is a filler. You know, the main would be the chicken. So that's the main
Yeah.
would be the protein source.
But it was to stretch out the meat because the meat was more expensive, and to make the meat stretch to more people,
Well, on
they
the food
served it with
pyramid,
rice and gravy.
the chicken is above the rice on the food pyramid. So
You can't trust the food pyramid. It's made to sell stuff. It's
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
I'm not even talking
Sorry,
about the food
Hank.
pyramid.
on the chef, on the meal,
I haven't gone
pyramid,
by
when
the food
building-
pyramid since I was in junior high school.
when building the meal, the chicken is on top, the rice is on bottom. That kind
You
of
talking about when you're plating the food?
yeah, like in a chef, like if a chef had to pick
Yeah.
what was the most important ingredient for my meal, I would assume it was the chicken, not the rice.
You know, I would agree.
Salt.
I don't know.
But
To
then
me,
you-
a good chef would want all of it to be top quality. They wouldn't.
But if
Cut
he only
corners
had to
on any of it.
choose one item to serve to somebody,
A good chef would say, "You're not making me choose. Get out of my kitchen."
Yeah,
doing all
that's
of
what I
it.
would tell you too.
whoa, you're not a good chef.
Yeah, I'll
I
tell you,
think
get
that
the
makes
hell out of my
me a
kitchen. I'm
great
gonna make
chef.
my
I'm
meal.
not compromising my
You don't know
quality
what a
of my
chef
food.
is.
just for your little thought experiment.
You
Get out of my kitchen.
So a chef usually works for somebody, right? He doesn't. He's usually not an owner.
Right,
Well,
but
the
they're
owner
also
says, "Make
artistes,
me."
and their name
Yeah.
is on there. They want the best. They want their food to represent their culinary vision.
I think you're confusing chef with cook, Philip.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I think maybe
Yes.
that would resolve it. A cook
Yes.
maybe would do
Okay.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
Cook
thinking of
decide-
like
cook has to make
I'm
what
just-
I used to watch Hell's Kitchen and Chef Ramsay, and I know how he is about quality and not doing stuff like that. So I'm like, I don't think a chef would do that.
Yeah, a cook will just do what they're told. So
They all do what they're told.
that's a great difference. That's a great separation of the two. It's amazing how complicated English can get and how detailed and separation we can get.
Yeah.
Put things in categories. It's fun and nasty at the same time.
So you, as you're digesting your food, you actually have taste buds in multiple places on the way out. So technically, it's like when you eat garlic, and you like long after you've eaten this, you go, "Damn, I
You
taste garlic
exude-
in my mouth."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like you physically taste it in your
Mushrooms do
freaking
that too.
mouth. Okay, so I have a theory that a real chef is someone more in touch with those taste buds on the way down. They're tasting their food for hours and hours.
no,
they've eaten.
no. It's just the
They-
in hole and the out hole.
They put
You
in
know
the
Montezuma's
effort.
revenge. Into in hole and out hole.
I'm a little worried about taste buds.
Hank's
the
human
way out.
centipede over here. You go to weird places, Hank.
You know Montezuma's revenge. I don't have to explain it to you.
We've reached
Yeah,
the
yeah.
abnormal part of our ordinary
Thinks
evening.
he's like the
Weird.
only piece to the human centipede. He just feeds himself.
We have this chef
out all
from
the
back
cooking.
home.
You know egregious stuff you already know about. This is
Yes.
ridiculous.
Yes.
We have a chef from back home called Paul Prudhomme, and he supposedly has what's called a super palate. He has like thousands of more taste buds than the ordinary human or whatever. There's something about his palate, and he has such a fine-tuned sense of taste. That's what allows him to have the cooking skills.
I bet he's got a great memory too, so he can remember like a garlic goes good with this.
Yeah,
It doesn't
like
go good with strawberries.
like his tongue gives him a greater sensitivity to taste and stuff that the rest of us might not have. That he's able to use to create the dishes.
So I wonder if there's a complete opposite where he can taste things so good, but also if something's really bitter, he's like, oh, like like
I know that would even on LSD. That's how it used to be because it magnifies the taste of everything. And like one little molecule of sugar, the wrong flavor, you could taste the entire thing was like a burst in your mouth.
Hold on, Dorothy. Let's travel down this yellow brick road. Jeff and what?
Rabbit hole.
What?
Jeff and LSD? Did you?
Oh my God, we've talked about that probably.
I haven't heard about
times
this
on this channel.
Yes, you did. I saw you.
I'm trying to.
Oh,
make
is he?
I'm trying to make content, Hank, and bring up old
bit
stories that
non
might
bit.
be good. Yeah.
Don't fuck with me. That's part of the
No, actually,
problem
Jeff,
with the Panoverse. I'm trying to sort through.
I don't remember a good Jeff LSD story. I honestly don't.
No, I don't believe you didn't remember it. I believe that.
Yeah, I'm a goldfish. So
I've
this
had
Panoverse
many.
is brand new to me. You guys are all new. I've never met you before.
Fresh eyes.
Brand new experience. Empty cup, guys.
Well, let's try to fill it with something enlivening tonight.
I play video games, right? And you have a character, and you have to add points to your little attributes, right? If you could max out one attribute, what would it be?
Like the Dungeons and Dragons attributes,
You got
the
charisma,
classic
you got
traits.
intelligence, you got a thiever, you got sneak, you got
what class am I?
You got
it doesn't matter either any of them.
Yeah, just any kind of trait or attribute. What would you max out?
Okay, for the channel, what I think would help with my project here is maxing out charisma. But for real life, like personally, I would probably max out wisdom because that's the thing I think that's the thing I most seek out that I lack and benefit from when I get.
Jeff. Wisdom would just mean you know everything, man. That sucks.
Not that you know everything,
that's
but
not
that
the best stat. What are you talking about?
Okay, Jack.
I'll max out.
No, don't take me next. Hank is next.
Max out that Riz.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll max out extra lives. There you go.
That's not an attribute.
That's not an attribute. You could do Constitution.
No, actually, no.
Fine, I'll go Constitution then.
There is an HP attribute, and he could extend his life.
Vitality.
Constitution gives you the hit point bonus. So if you max that out, that would add to the HP.
Constitution it is.
We're not hacking in the game, okay?
And his saving throws.
Yeah. So, all right, Jack. What attribute are you maxing out?
Well, you get to go last. I guess it was your idea, huh?
That's my question. I don't answer.
Yeah, it's true. You deserve.
Okay, no, I can go. I didn't think about asking my own question, so it might take me a minute to think.
See, that's no good. Now you're not even gonna listen to mine.
And for the viewers, that strength, dexterity, constitution, charisma, intelligence, and wisdom, those are the 6 we're talking about.
If you could take points from one of them and put them all somewhere else.
Yeah, in my system you can.
Which one would you care least?
Well, I would max out charisma. That's what I would max out because I think you just have the most fun overall in life.
Probably. Well, if we're going off of real life, probably dexterity because my dexterity is always already shit anyway. So taking points off of that's not going to make it any worse. And maybe strength. Like the more physical stuff, I think I could sacrifice because I already do.
I think I would do. I think I would do intellect, because all the rest of them are bullshit. You can increase them as life goes on.
You would
You should
max out
out.
intellect?
Yeah, I think
Right, because then you can
intellect.
understand how to max out your other ones.
There you go.
That's a
You
good
can cheat the
point.
fucking
Then you
game.
have the key to
Yeah.
how to max out everything else.
Yeah, the understanding to max out everything else. But would
And
you
that's
have the
assuming that's
ability?
even possible.
Oh, but you maxed out intellect, but you don't have any strength.
Now you know how to do
You're
it,
like
but
the
you're
guy in a
too
wheelchair.
feeble to pull it off.
Nah,
What-
everything
what-
else is
What
keyboard
trait
talker?
would you draw from? Like, that you care about least?
Say it again.
Which
Sorry,
trait
Jeff.
do you care about least that
Right,
you
if
would
you max
max
which
out
one would I wipe
intelligence,
out?
yeah, what
Yeah.
would be wiped out if you max out intelligence?
Fuck, man, I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Okay.
Make this guy go. It's his question.
I did. I
Well, technically, that part
charisma.
of it was yours, but
Yeah, I was gonna max out charisma, and then I'd take away intelligence. I'd be ignorant fool.
you would.
I just
You
have so
sacrifice
much fun. It's like having fun in the sun, bro. Having fun in the sun and
Don't have to think too hard about
margaritas in the
stuff,
moonlight.
just-
Yeah.
yeah, I can see the appeal. I
Yeah.
would. The reason I wouldn't touch my intelligence is because I feel like I'm already going to drop points from this point forward anyway. I'm already noticing some of it, and so I wouldn't want to touch any more of that than I had to.
I think the only one that matters is luck. If you just max out luck all the way,
I
the only
forgot
thing fucking
about
matters.
luck.
That's actually not one of the classic six, but some games do use it. So
I'm gonna
you
min
never-
out luck then. I'm gonna min out luck.
What are you talking about? In life, that affects every roll you make.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's like every time you pick up the dice, man.
You're right. I knew a guy who was a dicer. He carried around dice and he'd roll every single decision. He which way to cross the street, what to order on the menu, every single thing. He'd pull out the dice and let the dice decide. They're called dicers. It's like a legitimate lifestyle.
And Price is after everybody today. He's after Hank. He's after me. That was a good one, bro. I'm not laughing. I'm hating on you right now.
I need
You troll. Do better, troll. All right. Thanks for entertaining my question. That was fun, guys. All right. My gamer question. I
was
did my
fun.
part. Yeah, I did my part. Gamer question. Yes.
Good job.
By the way, we're still open for games, even though our initial game didn't take off. If there's any gamers out there, we're always recruiting for players.
Oh, Hank. He maxed out his ability to leave.
We maxed out his attention span.
Yeah. He's like, I'm over your game. It sucks. So
We maxed out Hank.
yeah. Yeah.
That happens here.
So you're watching Survivor right now. What's the big thing in Survivor? Are they in a those games where they have to compete against each other right now, or are they just trying to survive?
Yeah, it's still pre-merge. So they haven't merged into one tribe yet, but it's about coming up about the halfway point.
How big is the group right now?
They're still in two tribes, so there's like 8 or 9. Like one tribe has a little bit more than others, so they're at about 8 or 9 on each tribe, 7 or 8 maybe.
What are you rooting for?
I don't
Yes,
know
nobody?
yet. This is a good season because no
Oh.
clear front runner is emerging yet. There's several contenders that all have good plans going, but no one's quite pulled ahead yet.
Is it mixed, men and women?
Yeah.
And have the women? What's that called? What's that called when they nested? Has any of the women nested already? When they found when they show up to a brand new group.
Oh, and embed themselves, like work their way in, and
yeah, and then they go find a guy and they nest, and they go, "Woonk, that's my guy," and they nest, and they go, and they go in there, and they go, I'm nice and warm.
Yes, they have
me.
Yes,
I
they
don't
have
have to
some
survive.
women like that. In fact, they had their guy, and he was getting cozy with this other girl, and
Yeah.
they got her out right there. They're like, this is my guy. He's ours. You're not having him, and they got her out of there to get him closer, to pull him in closer, cut that avenue off.
Oh my god. Oh man. Oh gosh. It's crazy how much of a spectrum of people it is, because you have that one guy and you have like two guys fighting him for him, but there's like three other guys there. They're like, hey, what about me?
That's why I think I was talking today with some people. I think a lot of this panelverse stuff, being gay and autistic, a lot of it is there's like these male female subtle undercurrents, like heterosexual that dance that men and women do with each other under this, that I'm not picking up on, that drives a lot of this. And I think it drives a lot of the dynamics on Survivor and those type of shows. I think it drives a lot of the interpersonal dynamics in our real life. There's something about that male female polarity.
Yep. You know what's sad though? I did this. I did this a couple of times. Is when you see the lonely people, and they get one hint of like attention from the opposite sex, and all of a sudden it's just like, I know you, and you're just like spamming them. You're spamming them. You're like trying to have like conversations, and it's just like they think that they're in an instant relationship already. And it's like, bro, you're just online chatting. You're just in a panel verse. You're just in an area. You can tell some people are just like already.
Is
trying to
that
be
neediness? Like for the first time, they're getting some of their
attention?
social and developmental needs met, and they over calibrate.
Yes, yeah. They're desperate for they're drowning, so they're reaching.
Daniel, I need to find a way to copy this, and I want to use it as a prompt and get the AI to generate an image to go to the Broadway poster. I'm going to say generate the poster for this musical. Let me see if I could do that.
How could you guys sit so long, man? I'm like I'm dying up here, man. Lately, I've been sitting down watching you guys, and like, if I don't move around every once in a while, man, I feel like I'm gonna.
Well, I do. I sit and move at the same time, so that might be part of it.
Do.
But
What,
Jack? What about the camping trip? We were gonna do a panel.
Yeah, we should go camping, man. It sounds like fun, doesn't it?
I'm on my feet pretty heavily.
Crazy blowout camping trip sounds amazing.
We're like 5 hours out of the day,
I've
so
seen that shit in a long time.
It does. We can get a poster for that too. All right, I'm gonna
I never thought about that. Like, is it okay to walk around while you're on the panel and stand up and do things? Or
yeah,
I never thought about that before.
Jeff
Just
works in his workshop while he's talking on the panel. He like does
like
makes things in his workshop and talks while he works.
Yeah.
I'm just so focused. I'm not used to being more than just someone who just, like you see on TV, people just sit there and talk. I've never really seen like a interview style where people are walking around and doing things like that. So that's a great suggestion, dude. Thanks, Jack.
Yeah, I love movement and activity. I like when people do the walkabouts too. Like they'll stream live when they're walking about town or running errands or shopping.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping that you can do that in the future. You get like a tablet.
I do want to. I did it for 4th of July. I went to the parade, and Bex and Moose helped co-host, and then that evening I went to the fireworks, and DeFreak co-hosted.
I wonder though if I would have to get a different mic, because this one I back away too much. I start getting more and more quiet. So I don't know. Are you guys in the same area? Is that why you're talking about camping, or you actually have to set this up?
We were gonna
really fun.
We were gonna like pick some kind of central location that we could all get to and do. Whoever in the panelverse wanted to show up.
No, it has to be all YouTubers, and we all stream it, and then we fight over viewers. It's the Survivor for the viewers.
We all have our little streaming stations.
Last man
and
standing.
Whoever gets their numbers up the highest.
Yes.
Whoever gets the most audience. That would be fun. Have a stream off.
What I can
tell your friends, call all your family and all your people. We need people with big extended families.
It's like
That's
I
what they
could
used to
get
do with American Idol. They would all vote for their person and try to get their numbers up that week. Yeah, welcome,
yeah,
Miss Boo.
American Idol, bro. That's a classic thing.
Did you used to watch it? I used to watch the auditions because I love seeing the people that think they had talent get told that they didn't, and they're delusional. Because I think that's healthy for them. And my favorite ones were the ones that were that they're always shocked. They're shocked because everybody in their life has always told them what a great singer they are, and they're surrounded by people that gives them a negative confirmation bias, and they're not exposed to any objective information to counter that. So they grow up in a bubble of people telling them how wonderful they are, and then they go in front of Simon, and he's like, I can't tell you how badly you suck. Why did you even waste your time coming on this stage and even attempting to audition? And then their whole world cracks. And they're like, but my family and all my friends have told me my whole life how great of a singer I am. Well, they lied.
That's so ruthless, dude. I think one of the greater stories I remember is there's this violinist, and they told her, no, you ain't good enough. And she admits like it wasn't one of her best performances. It was just an audition, and then she ended up being one of like the most famous violinists, entertaining violinist, concert violinist. After
Oh,
that
wow.
event, yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's like some
Yeah,
people didn't think.
Bex is a deadly threat here. She'd probably be some of the biggest competition of all.
You're talking
What's
about in
Panel
Survivor
Survivor?
Vacation summer camp? Is that the biggest threat we're talking about, Jeff?
Bex, if we do that little camp
Scary.
stream off, she can draw an audience. Plus, she's nature gave her some
connected.
secret weapons that we don't have too.
I know. She knows people.
Yeah.
Well, what I can do is I'm thinking about doing some camping on the weekends, and so I can get a tablet. If I have a good reception, I'll stop by and share where I'm at.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, I'm on the West Coast. If there's anybody on the West Coast that wants to do some camping,
Yeah,
this is the season to do it because summer's going
it's
to
like
be wrapping up.
1,000 miles away from the Southern California. You're at the opposite side, right? So you're like 1,000 miles away.
Go fly somewhere just to go camping.
Yeah,
I
That's so
would.
weird.
I absolutely would.
I wonder how long that would take to fly 1,000 miles.
Or
I
drive.
don't know, to Hawaii.
7 hours?
From the
Make a road
coast.
trip of it.
Yeah, like 7 hours, I would think.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be that bad.
Is it 1,000? You could hike the PCA, the Pacific Crest Trail. Where does it start? Because it passes up here.
Well, I mean, like, airplane. I don't know how fast does the airplane travel? I thought they travel like 700 miles an hour.
I had
So
back before 9/11 and they locked down the airports. Way back before the 90s, even. I had an old computer. I mean, by then it was new, right? But it was just this perfect box that fit right underneath the seat in front of me. So I just took it with me on the plane. But I left it sit in the lobby for a second and went to go use the phone. Back when there was phones. And I turned around. I mean, I was a young kid, I turned around and there was like 4 different guys with walkie-talkies, around it like it was a bomb. Scared the shit out of me.
airport people, officials.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. But it was my computer. I took it on as a carry-on because I wasn't gonna let them baggage handler guys just throw it around. Fuck.
Yeah, well, you're like a rich kid in the 90s. You had a mobile computer, bro. Most people had one that looked like a freaking egg. It had an Apple symbol and it was like light blue and had the little.
Oh yeah, the
plastic
iMac.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
later
dude.
in the 90s.
They were freaking heavy. You had a laptop in the 90s? It's like someone with a cell phone in the 90s. Like, what the heck?
Hey, Kane Corsa. We're just hanging out, chatting. And Jack is chatting, half raving.
Yes. Yeah.
It's making me want to rave. We need to do a panel dance soon.
Yeah,
Get a
I
little
might be
panel
busy that
rave
day.
going. The secret is finding non-copyrighted dance music, and I think Moose has access to some, and so does Frank, that we could probably use.
There's
As
I
long as it's
use
karaoke, we could sing anything we want, right?
I don't know how they get around copyright. I know Imp Dave does karaoke, or he used to. I don't know, but I don't know if he leaves. I think some people that do it just take the stream down when it's over.
and just don't monetize that stream, I guess. Right?
I guess.
But no, I use a channel called White Bat Audio and no copyright sound on YouTube. When
What's
I
it
play
called?
games.
White man?
No, White Bat. So
Matt?
white like a color. Bat. BAT. Bravo
Bat.
Alpha Tango.
Jeff, if someone called you white bread, would you find that offensive?
No. I'd find it very mistaken. I've been called cracker before, and I call other people cracker.
I think cracker's hilarious.
No, what I would do is I'd be like, oh, good, they think I'm white. Let me see how I can use this as long as I can before they figure out that I'm not. Let me maximize this moment.
It's funny.
So
what
that's
triggers
all
people.
copyright-free music. I never got any kind of strikes for using that music, White Bat Audio, and then no copyright sound is the more popular, more common
Dark
used ones.
synthwave, rock metal. Wow. And YouTube has a whole selection of music that people can use.
This
too,
stuff's
that's
better, but
copyright
yeah.
free.
Yep, but no, there's a whole bunch of channels, and all they do is they ask you just to put it in the description, maybe their channel link. You know what I mean?
Daniel, you you should join. If we do a panel dance, they want me to go watch Survivor.
Yeah,
You
Jeff's
try?
got 2 tokens, 2 check boxes for his diversity panel verse. Mexican Asian.
Oh, right. Yeah, as if I don't have enough all on my own. And then
Yeah.
if that's not enough, Hank is my panel son.
I was gonna say he's your token black guy.
Yeah. Well, we both token.
Oh, how about South Park? You ever see South Park and the character token?
I tried to watch South Park, but I could never get into it.
You can't get into South Park? Are you serious?
No, I love Beavis and Butthead. I grew up with Beavis and Butthead. I get them right away, so I thought it would be similar, but I would just stare at the screen like, why is this funny? Why do people? This sounds like little children trying to make humor to make kids laugh or something. It just had a different sensibility than Beavis and Butthead. And I tried to I watched it high. I watched it on mushrooms. I tried everything. I watched it drunk. I tried everything I could to see if do I just need to unlock the humor somehow?
Is
and
it the
nothing
timing? Worked. Is it the sound of the character? Like Cartman's voice is
You need
annoying
more
me.
stat points is what's wrong.
It was juvenile in a way that Beavis and Butthead was not. Beavis and Butthead had some irony and sophistication to it, I think, that South Park lacked. It was just very ham-fisted, and I think with its messaging. It's like, let's say this really obvious thing, and let's think of ways we could say it in the most juvenile, potty humor way possible to appeal to the id of our audience. And I guess I'm a different type of audience. But then Beavis and Butthead did the same thing, so it's not like that's why I can't figure out why I like one and not the other.
So you enjoyed MTV cartoons then?
Some of them. I love Liquid Television. I used to watch that.
Did you watch Daria and the other ones, the weird ones?
Doria a little bit. Although she got
weird.
You'd think I would relate to Doria, but she was really a downer. Doria is not somebody I would want.
What a strange cartoon concept. This melodramatic.
She was a Beavis and Butthead spinoff, right?
I don't know. I just remember being a weird
character.
There was 3 or 4 of them that are just awkward MTV cartoons. Beavis and Butthead was one. Daria was one.
She was. She had a little cameo in a Beavis and Butthead series, and they spun it off of her. But it was different creators. It wasn't. Yeah. I don't think it was Mike Judge.
So.
Yeah, Eon Flux. Especially Daniel, the serialized one that without the captions or the dubbing, where it's just visual, and they give you a couple of minutes each week of a clip that was so suspenseful, trying to figure out what was going on. We watched it on acid too, so Eon Flux is the thing that hooked me into liquid television. That's what I would originally tune in for, and then I got into all the other little cartoons. You're not being stood up, Frank. I'm just doing my panel thing, and just like when you play your video games, I have to go pull you out of that dumb, whatever you running through the forest or trying to infiltrate people's. It looks like you go to these like metal warehouses and parking lots. You were in some trash the other day. He was in a video game with this military outfit and a gun, and there were these bags of garbage, like hefty black bags. He was like in a dumpster running around shooting things. And I told him it was nice to finally see him in his natural environment. Oh, hey,
Why
Blast.
you gotta be mean to him?
Frank, are you giving me an ultimatum?
Out of each other?
Hang on, he's tempting me with us. Like, if I don't go do a Survivor episode with him, this is my last chance tonight. Otherwise, it's bedtime.
Frank's heaven.
Oh,
Don't
Frank,
talk about Ghost Recon, okay? That's a sensitive
let's
topic.
Frank. Let's negotiate. What do I want to do both. I want a
He doesn't
panel.
negotiate with terrorists, bro. Have you seen his gameplay?
He's the terrorist. Yes, this is guerrilla warfare.
This is good. Yes.
22 minutes. Okay, I tell you what. Come back in 22 minutes and do an intervention and pull me off of here. That's a deal. Because I do want to get one more episode in tonight. And if that happens, I will reopen the stream afterwards to make up.
Well, here, go do your thing, brother. We're always here for when you come back. Go do your thing, brother.
Digital drug addiction doesn't work quite that smoothly. I'm engaged. I'm enjoying. I haven't seen Jack in a while. I'm enjoying hanging out with him.
Well,
I'm hanging out with you. We're
I'll
having
be
great
back
conversation.
later.
I'm an extrovert. That dopamine is going. I
know
know
what?
it's Survivor,
You know what?
but in the
Sometimes-
moment, it's not Survivor.
Sometimes the friend has to take the needle out of the arm, Jeff. I'm taking the needle out, taking the little ropey rubber band thing off, and letting you take a break. You might OD on some Panelverse right now, bro.
But I'm ODing on you guys. I don't get
That's
this
what I'm
every.
saying.
Survivors, I can
Survivor.
turn that on anytime. I
You
can't
cannot
get you
turn
guys
on
to
Frank
stay-
anytime, okay? This is when
I could turn on Frank anytime too, but turn him on. I don't know. I would be worried if I turned on Frank because the stuff that turns him on is if they intersect with anything about me.
All right. Well, like I said, I appreciate you hanging out, dude. But enjoy your show, dude. Enjoy your show.
We have 20 minutes to wind it down. We don't have to like.
Okay. All right.
We could
What's
we
a
could
good 20-minute
we could
topic?
give it a soft like a gradual landing.
Baked potatoes. That's a good topic. Hey, what did you eat today, Jeff?
I did.
Good.
I had that. That's a good thing about Survivor is it keeps me eating because I usually have some snacks while I watch it.
That's awesome, dude. You're like surviving with them with these little
Surviving with Survivor. How to survive with Survivor.
He's in there with a bag of Cheetos. Like, yeah, you guys are surviving, little fuckers.
I probably eat better than they do. I eat better watching them than they do entertaining me.
I thought one of the best scenes in a movie was the one with Tom Hanks, A Castaway. Right? And
I didn't put. I started that, but I never did finish it. I heard it was really good.
No.
It's like a Survivor of one.
So he gets rescued, right? After he's been eating seafood for I don't know how long he's been on the island. The FedEx company throws him a buffet, and he shows up, and it's nothing but seafood.
Shrimp and stuff.
Yeah,
Remember?
shrimp and stuff. It's like, bro, I just got back from eating that for a year
I
and
had
a
a
half.
movie popping in my
You
head
couldn't give me a steak?
earlier today.
You couldn't give me
Which
a
one?
cheeseburger?
Turbo Kid. It took me an hour to remember the name. Like forever.
Turbo Kid.
Yeah, it's just like it's not even that old, but it's like this weird. They stole everything from the '80s and smashed it into a movie, and it's really good.
It
But
is
it's like
good.
a
I'm
lost
looking. I've
gem,
never
and
heard of
it's not
it.
even that
Look
old.
at-
It sounds great.
It
It
does
looks
look good, actually.
fucking
Post-apocalyptic. It's an alternate 1997 post-apocalyptic Earth. Wow.
That sounds fun to watch, dude. Great
It looks
suggestion.
kind of Mad Maxy and
Yeah.
It
80s. Like,
is.
Is
But
it
like
free?
y'all
they're
want to
all on
watch it?
bicycles and
Pay
shit.
for-
It's fucking amazing. It's a great movie.
Let's do it in the Discord one day. Do you have it, Jax?
No, but I can get it.
We could find it. Someone could get it for us. So let's do it in the Discord next time we do a movie.
Sounds good.
I'd love
Yeah.
to see it. You want to do it tomorrow?
Get stoned and watch it, man. It's a good movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could do
I'm
it
down.
as I could announce it. You want to do it tomorrow or Sunday?
Sure.
All right. We'll try to get it for tomorrow, and I'll put an announcement, and then we'll see if other people show up. What's a good time for you?
I don't know. What do you mean? I'm always around. Just
All right.
message
Well, we
me
can
on Discord.
coordinate it tomorrow, and I'll
Bro.
get that set up. Yeah, I'd like to see it.
So Daniel Price is talking about another epic scene in the movie, right? But talk about epic scenes. So there's a guy on YouTube. He actually visited your panel, I believe. I forgot his name. I don't really support his channel, but he had tooth problems one day, and he took a pair of pliers while live on stream
Mhm.
and broke his tooth on stream, right? And so like he's like,
Why?
it's broken. And he says he's in there with the pliers trying to grab like the little pieces, like on stream, bro. And he's grabbing like trying to grab the little pieces with the pliers and like flickering on it for like hours.
Who is he?
Hours, bro. Ooh, he's a Panelverse guy. He does usually solo, but he does visit panels.
He was on. Does anybody know his name? Does anybody know the guy that?
He's a rough character. Like he's always
I never
in rough
had.
shape.
This is actually. I don't know if you can see it. The one on this side, that's my baby tooth,
Wait, hang on.
Right
Let
there.
me do.
and that one I never had.
Wait,
Like,
wait.
I have
like as a kid, it never came in at all.
I never had
Wait,
a
They
permanent
make fun of
toothbrush.
you.
You said you still have a baby tooth?
Oh yeah, still one of my
You
baby teeth right here.
How
What?
do you
The
know
only
it's
reason,
a baby
the only
tooth?
reason this one, when a tooth beside it came in as a child, it knocked it out as well.
My brother had that. It like a tooth, like stacked.
My orthodontist at the time told me it's super common, but people just get it fixed and you'll never know.
How does the
Huh.
what does the tooth fairy do in that case? How do they
Give you 2 quarters.
calculate
This is when you beat the tooth fairy's ass because there's a fuck up on their end.
I know that's one thing that I caught my mom one day trying to put the money under my pillow. But that's one thing that should have tipped me off about the tooth fairy, because there was never a consistent amount. Sometimes it was $1, sometimes it was a few quarters, sometimes it was $1 and some change. It was never a consistent amount. It was my mom going to her purse and getting whatever she had that day and putting it under my pillow. That should have tipped me off.
So I'm legit confused. Like most fairy tale stories were kind of like negative. They were here to scare us.
Yeah.
What the heck is the tooth fairy for? The motivation to knock out your baby teeth?
No, you don't knock them out. They fall out naturally. Or
Right.
sometimes when they
So
got
what's
really
the-
loose, we would pull them. We would like dare each other. If there was a kid at school with a really loose tooth, we would dare each other to
So
pull.
why
them.
do you get a trophy for your teeth falling out?
I'm looking it up now. Maybe it's to make
Because
kids.
you're confused too. It's like
I think what
Bro, it
really
goes back to
happens
the
is
Middle Ages, actually.
You
Um,
got to understand, there's a set of kids who are afraid to shit, right? They're afraid to poop, and they've made a book just about pooping to make them feel better. See, now there's those kids are afraid of everything, and their teeth are falling out. So I think is what happened. I think that's why the tooth fairy exists.
Well, I'm about to tell you what this says. Children in England, listen to this, y'all. They were instructed to burn their baby teeth on the pain of spending eternity searching for the baby teeth in the afterlife. They would scare the kids that if they didn't burn their teeth, they would spend eternity searching for them. Fear of witches was another reason to bear. They were really scared of children's teeth for some reason. And
well, can you imagine? Never mind.
we'll lose.
It's good.
Yeah, that's what it is. It was a way to get children to let people get their teeth, like to allow them to lose their teeth if they know that there's a tooth fairy that's going to take them and give it. It's like incentivize. It makes losing teeth not as traumatic for children, I think.
Jeff, I'm going to title on myself, Jeff. Do you remember Blockbuster?
Yeah, I do.
Do you remember being a little kid? Did you ever see that movie Ghoulies? I never saw it.
Ghoulies?
Ghoulies?
Ghoulies. Oh, I
Ghoulies.
remember Ghoulies, but I never watched it.
Me neither. But you remember the cover of the video where
Kinda. I'm
it's
looking at.
coming
Oh,
out of
coming
the
out of the
toilet?
commode.
Yeah. And you remember at Blockbuster when they put it right there at kids' level so they couldn't possibly not see that shit when they came in? Yeah.
Okay,
Dude.
now I want to see Ghoulies too.
I hate to say it, man.
Made a whole mound of kids afraid to shit.
But the internet
This
really
is what we're talking about.
separated the family, dude. Like back in the day, we would go as a family and like movie night. You go do
Yeah.
movie night.
And we had
Now-
game nights, movie nights.
Unless your family knows
Family
about movie
nights.
night, you can just go on the internet and watch a movie wherever you want. It's so readily everything's like it's not an event anymore.
What they need to do is bring back drive-ins. That's what they need to do. To watch movies, a big drive-in with the big fucking theaters and shit.
I remember
Make it
driving.
nostalgic, man. That shit would be fucking fire.
I saw my first Godzilla movie at the drive-in. So my memory of Godzilla is like on the big drive-in screen. Yep, I know that about Ring Around the Rosie. What's the Muffin Man? Oh, I didn't know about the Muffin Man. Dang.
What?
The Muffin Man is about a serial killer.
You know the
Is it
Muffin
really?
Man? Oh, explain more. I
I'm
hit that
looking it up.
button. Yeah, I hit
Why
that
was
button.
Muffin Man a song warning kids about a 16th century serial killer? Actually, Snopes has it rated as unproven, so the jury's out. It says it appears that nobody really knows the Muffin Man after all.
Because they die. That's crazy.
England's first known serial killer. It was a TikTok video with a guy claiming all of this history, but there's nobody can find sources for a lot of it. So it's like internet, possibly misinformation.
You know what gets me about internet misinformation, or I don't know, is when the people have the pictures, right? Of like people standing in a group and they're like, look at the picture, and there's something in the background that can't be explained. You're like, dude, what is that? Like, there's like a picture, and all of a sudden in the corner, there's like a demon looking face in the corner. You're like, dude, is there a person underneath your bed? It's like, no. Is that photoshopped? I don't know. The internet sold it to me. You know what I mean? It's just like, those pictures freak me out. There's some good ones. Like the famous one about the astronaut and the kid in the field.
I
What?
don't know that.
You never heard about that?
Mm-mm.
So in the
No.
60s, apparently, this guy took a picture of a person, like a child in a field, right? And there's an astronaut behind her. And they're like, what the heck? You
Wait,
can literally type
what-
it in.
what-
It's you can type that in. It's picture of a girl and astronaut in the background. It would probably be one of the first searches.
Astronaut in. Okay, wait. Astronaut in background.
Let me look it up, and I'll make it easier for you because it's
All right. I'm working on Solway Firth. Spaceman is a figure seen in
Yeah,
a
Spaceman.
photograph.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's called Solway Firth. Spaceman. Let's get to the bottom of this. We'll add this to the conspiracy pile. You find a good shot of it.
But yeah, it's just images like
This
that
here?
where like, is it Photoshop? Let me see.
That could be anything. That could be like
Yes.
a beekeeper, somebody in a hazmat suit. That could be like a motorcyclist with his helmet backwards. Or
Yeah, but from the stories, there's no one there. It's just
that,
them.
I'm not sure. I'm more worried is that really a girl than I am about what's behind her.
And by the way, this is like when astronauts weren't really a common thing. So maybe it is a beekeeper, but it's just awkward, right?
That's how conspiracy brains. They see something like that, and their brain immediately goes to something fantastic. And I see something like that, and I'm like, well, let's figure out what it could be. It could be this. It could be that. It could
I
be,
like
and
the
they
beekeeper.
immediately see something obvious that
I like the beekeeper. The field. I like the beekeeper concept. You know.
Miss Boo. What can you put a link? Oh, you let's see. You need a wrench to put a link.
I
Can you
wasn't trying to go there.
if you tell me your channel, I can do a certain. Let's see. I can pull up your channel maybe.
It's the sailor from the Village People. So
Let me
yeah, it's
try
like
to
how
put this
much of the internet
earlier.
can we believe? You know, how much? I'm really confused nowadays, especially with AI.
That's
That's why
not even AI, dude. Panelverse. How many people in the Panelverse are actually
dumb. Oh, sorry, I'm
having
sorry.
conversation, and how much of it is a bit or content that they're doing for their audience? Like, how much
Oh,
of it is a production versus an authentic conversation? I can't even tell that anymore.
when I heard bit, non-bit, I still don't understand what that is. So wait, you're playing, not playing? My brain breaks right there. A bit, non-bit, bro. I understand, but I don't understand. That's a bit, non-bit.
That might be a bit non-bit right there. Do you really not understand, or are you just doing a bit non-bit?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. The
Bro.
panel is like I part of it because
All right.
I like a certain level of challenge and stimulation. It has me right at the level of
I'm gonna
knowing
ask the
what's real or
question.
not, like where I have to actively like keep my mind actively figuring things out. That's like certain drugs did that. Certain psychedelics kept you right at that edge of what's really real here.
So I'm gonna ask you this question. You don't have to answer it. But who do you think is playing a bit?
Oh, it's more
Oh.
like who's figuring out who's not playing the bit. Because I think
Oh.
every single person in this panelverse has the potential to troll and the potential to be doing a bit at any given time. Because, like, if we were just hanging out at a pub or something, we would be having a conversation among ourselves. But in the YouTube, you're always stationed in relation to an audience, and so you could be having a conversation, but also be positioning that conversation to this silent person or audience that might be watching. So like the conversation becomes part of another dimension of interaction or performance, almost like a prop in this meta conversation that they're also having with who knows their audience.
Damn it! I wish I was that complicated.
Me too.
That sounds fun.
It sounds
I'm gonna try to get the audience on my side against the channel host. Can you imagine that? Going on
it's
to the
kind of like I
channel.
noticed we're watching Big Brother and I noticed kind of like with the Big Brother players, they're not only are they playing the game, but they're all competing for airtime too. So as they're playing the game, they're trying to make their content stand out for television in a way that their clip will get used that week on the episode. So it's kind of that phenomenon where you're engaging in an interaction, but at the same time, the interaction exists in a artificial or additional context that a normal social interaction would not exist in.
I got my cup of mangoes.
I've heard about Mr. Beast, Daniel. Honestly, I don't didn't follow him or really know who he is. I know what he looks like, but I don't know the drama about him. I know it was something about a girl and somebody he hit
Bro,
on or dated or something, and that he has a bad
bro.
reputation.
Daniel Price is getting a what's that called? A cease and desist. Oh, dude, he's not. It's better not to talk about it. It's better not to talk about it. It's it's like talking about Lord Voldemort from Harry Potter, bro. You just don't talk about it. Life
About
is
what about Harry
easier.
Potter?
There's a wizard that you're not supposed to talk about. It was a bad wizard, and people were so scared to mention his name that they said something like the man who should not be named. Instead
Who
of
is it?
saving
Now
his
I want to
name,
know. See, I want someone to name him, so I'll know.
he's never
Do you-
read Harry Potter. This was before
No,
his
I tried
time.
to. I could
Wow, that's
not
crazy,
get
Jeff.
into it. I tried. I
Yeah.
made it like past the first little half a page, and then I turned the page and tried to do another page. I had to stop. The writing was so bad. I
It
could
was
not read
bad.
it.
It was just right for me. It was so bad. It was just right.
I'm a
But
snob. I'm a literary snob.
yeah.
That's
So, but
hilarious.
anyways, yeah. But anyways, there was this wizard that no one was so they were so afraid that they just didn't want to mention his name because it just brought bad evil and vibes.
Was it Dumbledore or
That
what's
was a
the
good
other
wizard.
one?
Dumbledore.
That was a good one. It was Voldemort.
Who's? But that's the one I'm thinking. So you couldn't name Voldemort?
Yeah, the people were like, if you named him, you're evil.
Baltimore, come at me, Baltimore. Jesus is not working, so let me try Baltimore.
Jesus ain't working.
See if I'm
Dude,
mercenary
oh my
right now.
gosh. You're awesome, Jeff. We're just two different generations by just you know.
Oh, I thought we were closer.
Well, no, I'm one behind you. I think. I'm
You're like
I'm
80s. You born in the 80s.
mid 80s.
You do seem more like my generation. I feel like I'm talking to somebody I could have gone to high school with.
That's the thing. I was right there where technology was coming into play, where people were like, really getting into console gaming PCs. But I was outside surfing.
Oh, see, I think that's cooler.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I
you
was
were
out-
like
well,
right on the cusp of that outdoor generation where people still did things outdoors.
Yeah, my shins are all beat up from the bicycle pegs. Not the pegs, but you know how on the pedals we had metal pedals that had the bear. I think they're called bear claws, and we used to have bear claw pedals, dude. And they would rip.
Was
your
that the
shins apart.
spiky one? Like they were kind of, yeah, I like those kind of pedals because I could count on my feet staying on them better.
Yeah, like when your feet didn't stay on them.
Yeah. Yeah, it was those smaller pedals that gave me trouble. I had a real trouble with the 10 speeds. I was really good on the banana bikes with the bigger wheels, but the 10 speeds with the little wheels and you had to switch gears, that was just above my level of complexity. And it had the little tiny
You
seat.
didn't have to do any of that. What are you talking about? You could
Some
just
people
left
would
it on
ride them
one
standing
gear.
up. Huh?
You could have just left that on one gear. You didn't have to do any of it. It's
I
the
know,
same
but
bike.
it was there. Like the people that were riding them were all switching on the gears, so you felt like maybe you weren't riding it right if you weren't switching the gears. But all we did was ride our bikes around the block anyway, like the 10 speeds anyway. It's not like we took them on the trails or the roads or.
Yeah, I was lucky we had a little area where we built little dirt bike ramps or bicycle ramps and stuff.
That
So
would be
yeah,
cool.
yeah, we had a little bit of land when I was young, and shovels and water.
Sometimes that's all you need as a kid to have fun.
I remember when I was the age of riding bikes, constantly. I don't know what that is. I don't remember how old I was. But before middle school, fuck, it's old. Where we used to live in San Jose, California, there was a golf course, and you could really ride. You could take them really fucking far. You ditch your bikes, and you could literally traverse this fucking hillside that goes way the fuck up there. And we found as kids this spot where all the trees had fucking overgrown the shit out of this hillside, but you could literally climb through. It was like this fucking little where water had cut through, water came down and it cut through the tree line where it was just like this little fucking patch. You had to crawl through it like bushes. When you got underneath it, it was just nothing but canopy.
Oh wow!
It was this dome, fucking perfect dome from the inside. It was like the coolest fucking
like a little secret place.
Oh my god, it was and it was huge. You know what I mean? Like we're talking huge. These trees are fucking massive. So it was like you were like in this bubble. It's the coolest fucking shit ever. And then
I was lit on Avatar.
As an adult, I tried to go back and find it. Just find the area like where it might have been. It's impossible. It's all.
Is it on? Is it on Google Maps? Have you searched for it there?
No. I mean, it's like There's no more forest, my friend. There's no more.
Oh,
It's gone, man. It's
Dang
parking
it.
lot. It's whatever. It's
It's a Walmart.
exactly. It's a goddamn Walmart now, man. It's
Oh,
still a
Treeport's a
perfect
Walmart.
space. It's terrible. It was cool. Never go back.
Yeah, that does sound cool.
Yeah.
It probably, if they left it, it probably would have gotten filled up with needles and tents and homeless.
Yeah, I think I had like 2 or
detritus.
3 wilderness forts as a kid. Like, similar things where a bush you could crawl into and it's just this open canopy. And it was just enough to have fun, and it's shade. And yeah, the wilderness forts are classic, bro. But we had this one tree that was like that, but it was like it was this back country where there's off-roading spot, and and it was like it was taken over by bums. So it was like a wilderness fort, but it was all for bums, and it was this huge tree, and you just stayed away from it because you knew bad things happened in there. And it's just like it was like a house on the street where everybody you stayed away from. There's one big tree in the middle of the field you just stay away from. It was like that. It just felt gross and dark. It was weird. It was like haunted.
It had bums.
Bums.
In it?
Like was it vagrants? People living in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could see him walking in and out all
You had a
all
very
day.
different
And
childhood,
stuff.
is what you're saying.
Oh yeah.
I slept in a big oak tree one day
homeless
when I
ones
was homeless one night.
You could
I
tell us
slept in a
more.
tree.
So it was fun. It was weird watching all the land develop into homes.
I guess so. It's hard seeing nature disappear too, though.
Yeah, that's why I'm interested in going on these trips on the weekends, and hopefully not getting lost trying to figure out how to walk up a mountain and walk back down it to the parking lot.
Are you a hiker? Do you hike?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say just hit the Pacific Crest Trail and head up this way, and I could join
gonna
you
see
once
me
you
on
get
the
to Washington
news.
State. But I
Missing
didn't
hiker.
know what level you were at.
Truck down in parking lot, searching
Oh,
for
okay.
body. You're gonna see a stream, and then I'm gone. I'm like, hey guys, I'm walking down this trail, and then like, where'd he go? We never saw him again.
Then it turns to be a bit, non-bit, like the Blair Witch stream.
You guys, I can't. I started my nose is running. I'm like running through the forest with you guys on the stream. It's like, why don't you just call the cops, dude? No, you guys gotta help me. Oh, dude, there was a horrible story, and I don't know if it's true, but apparently there was these girls playing in a storm drain, right? And they got lost. And they couldn't get out, but they had internet reception. And instead of calling 911, they posted on Facebook, "Please help! Call the police. We're stuck in a storm drain." That's this younger generation, bro. They don't know. People aren't teaching them the basics. Teaching them how to post a Facebook, a note, dude. Like, come on. So yeah, that's the world we live in now.
Not only do we have an
Like,
educational
kids fell in
crisis,
the
but
well?
we don't even know what to educate them for because the future's changing so fast. We
Oh
don't
my
even know what they're going to
gosh.
need to know or not.
We had kids that fell into fucking. Remember that shit?
The
Did you see
what?
that shit on the news when they were fucking pulling
Kids
the
in
kids out of the
wells.
fucking wells?
Oh,
Happens, man.
was it a little girl in the well?
I remember one.
I remember,
Yeah, there was a
man.
girl in
There's
the
gotta be
well,
more than one.
like in like the early 2000s or 90s. There was a big thing, a girl in a well.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that shit too.
Oh, hey, Bex, are you telling me it's time?
How do you fall
that's-
into a well? All right. Well, all right, Jeff. If you're on later, I would love to join your panel. I'm gonna go play some video games, dude. Enjoy your show,
You're
brother.
looking for ghoulies.
There you go. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, remind me tomorrow, what's that movie called? Turbo Kid?
Yes.
Turbo
We're going to watch Turbo Kid in the Discord tomorrow.
It's
Axis,
Stanley
yeah,
Turbo Kid.
Thank you too. Here's what's happening. I promised them an episode of Survivor, so I'm going to end the stream and go do that. And then when that's over in about an hour or so, I'll check it with my body, but I may or may not come back and reopen a stream and keep it going later tonight. So maybe if you're around for that, you can join.
So we're heading out.
Yeah, unless you want to come watch Survivor with us in the Discord.
Oh man, I can't watch Survivor, man.
That's
a
true. I
big
forgot. I'm
show,
sorry.
man.
It's yeah.
That's no
Well,
good.
we'll do Turbo Kid tomorrow. That sounds
All right.
fun. All right.
Catch you later, Jeff.
All right. It's good seeing you, Jax. All right, everyone. Got to go do my Survivor duty, and I may come back when that's over. So if not, definitely be here tomorrow. And I believe, let me check, is PF Jung streaming in the morning or not? There will be no PF Jung morning stream for tomorrow. Okay. So maybe I will do a stream in the morning then. And the PF Jung crowd can come over and call in and fight with me. How about that? But y'all got to comb y'all's hair. All right. Frank, Bex, I'm on my way. Give me like 2 or 3 minutes. I'll join you there. Philip, thanks again. Jax, great talking to you. And I may see everyone tonight, later, or tomorrow. Again, appreciate all of you. Thank you very, very much. Take care. See you soon. Bye.